Did anyone give you a mask like the one we're wearing right now, or?
Here inside?
Yeah.
No.
No.
David Menzies for Rebel News here at Toronto's Pearson International Airport. Well, folks, I'm back again asking international arrivals if indeed they are being thoroughly screened, as we have been told over and over again by the authorities. I've spoken to people from Germany to the UK, from China to Pakistan, and today the flight that's just touched down is from Ethiopia. Now, I've been told that half of the people on the flight are part of that government program where they're repatriating Canadians and offering, I believe, a $5,000 loan to get them home. And the other half were already scheduled to fly. Also told it's not just from Ethiopia these people are coming from, but other African nations such as the Congo. And the interesting thing too, I'd like to try to get a lay of the land what's going on in Ethiopia, because just the other day an Ethiopian journalist by the name of Yesu Shemelis, he was actually arrested and detained without any charges simply for an article he wrote about the coronavirus that the government didn't like. So whereas Ethiopians, like people the world over, are craving information about the coronavirus, it would seem from this particular story that the government's strategy is not to provide information but to embrace censorship. Gee, kind of like, China, the epicenter of this outbreak, and it just absolutely incredible. So hopefully I'll find out if anything here has changed at customs in terms of any kind of enhanced screening for passengers arriving into Canada from foreign nations. Did you just get off the flight from Ethiopia?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just asking people, ma'am, if you went through any kind of special screening procedures in customs here at Toronto.
No, nothing special. I wouldn't say special, but they were asking if we have any fever or shortness of breath or.
Oh, okay then. Did they tell you anything about self-quarantine, or?
Oh, they did, yeah.
They give us like the paper, and it is something like mandatory by the
Okay.
government of Canada. So like to have to stay like 14 days.
Did they tell you that the quarantine takes effect immediately? Like you can't even stop for groceries or gas?
Yes, they told us
They
like
told you that?
Yeah.
Okay
They
then.
say that they go home directly.
Asymptomatic passengers are given public health advice, including the order to quarantine when they get to their final destination, along with a mask, and told to don the mask should they become ill at any point of their onward travel.
Did anyone give you a mask like the one we're wearing right now, or?
Here inside?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No, they didn't give us a mask, so
Okay.
you just have to provide like your own mask.
No, but they gave us a list of what to do.
Were you offered a mask, or did you see anyone getting a mask?
I didn't.
No?
They offered me a mask at the airport. And
Oh, this airport, sir, or?
yeah, when I arrived, they offered me a mask, and yeah.
Wow, you're the only one I've met that has been offered a mask. That's fantastic. Did you take it?
I'm the one who asked to protect myself.
And
I
did
haven't.
anyone take your temperature, or?
Here?
Yeah.
No.
Okay then.
But my country, yes.
Oh, really? They do it in Ethiopia,
yes,
but not
yes,
here?
Yes.
Here in Toronto?
Yes. Okay then. Because I heard in Ethiopia they do take the
They
temperature.
did, yeah.
Right here in Toronto they took your temperature.
No.
Oh, not in Toronto. The other
No,
airport.
when we're boarding, anytime we're boarding a new flight, they would check temperature and ask the questions.
Why do we not do it here?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Okay then.
I have no idea.
Well, thank you very much, sir. You're one of a kind, because nobody else has been given a mask or had their temperature taken. Well, folks, that was a mixed bag as usual. Some people said they were given verbal instructions as well as literature to read by customs. A few people said they were given no information at all. And what do you make of that gentleman in the red tracksuit? He seems to be the statistical anomaly. He said that he was given a mask, although I didn't see a mask on him by customs. And he said he had his temperature taken here.
Yeah.
That was here in Toronto they took the temperature?
Yeah, in
Okay.
Toronto. When I arrived, they take my temperature, and they give me a piece of paper from the Minister of Health to fill. I do that, and
Okay.
then that's it. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, sir. You're one of a kind because nobody else has been given a mask or had their temperature taken.
Yeah, I'm thanking you also, thanking the government of Canada, thanking Justin Trudeau and the Canadian Embassy in Senegal.
Even though the CBSA says that they're not doing that because they believe it to be ineffective based on the SARS experience of 2003. So I don't know, I'm questioning if he was being sincere because he gave that positive PR plug to Justin Trudeau. So I think maybe he was overselling the Justin Trudeau Liberals by saying he had his temperature taken and a mask given, because he is absolutely the only person in weeks of coming here that has told me that is indeed the case. It is a little disturbing that the kind of screening you would expect here at the airport is not being done, especially since the Globe and Mail today just published a report, and get a load of this, between March 13th and March 27th, in other words, just 2 weeks, 158 flights came into Canada with coronavirus positive passengers on board. This is, I think, a huge red flag. It's a huge cautionary tale that not everything is perhaps being done, given that you may think the borders are closed to foreign flights, but that is not the case, because these flights are continuing to come to Canada, and if this report is correct, they're bringing in infected people to boot. For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, unlike the Justin Trudeau Liberal-funded media party, we do not receive a single nickel from any government. We depend on you, our viewers, for our financial support. And I know these are terrible times, but if you can make a donation, please visit helprebelnews.com. That's helprebelnews.com, and allow us to continue bringing you the other side of the story.